Hypixel recently released a load of new maps, and they just had to go and do it on a Monday evening when I had the entire weekend to record a video. Anyway, so today we get to laugh at their inability to name maps even more than we usually do. This video only covers the solo and doubles maps. If you want to learn about the 3s and 4s maps, go and watch someone else. I don't know who, but like someone probably covered them. Oh, one final thing, I promise that this is the last one. There are lightsabers in this video because I was going to do a video for Star Wars Day, which is May the 4th if you don't understand that, and like May the 4th be with you. But then there were Bedwars maps on a Monday. So first of all we have Aqil, which apparently that means one who is in full possession of his mental faculties. I'm not quite sure how this is meant to apply to Bedwars, but oh well. Anyway, it's a 32 rush, it's a linear rush, and it's fast iron. It's very small, which will probably lead to very quick games, and it's quite easy to get double rush, as I found out in several games, and it was very fun. Anyway, there's a really small build area around the bed, and like the no build zone extends out really far from the base, and it's just weird. It's also got a really high minimum build limit, which means you can't really clutch on the side of the islands. It kind of feels like Gateway, but just smaller. I quite like it, but it's slightly too small for my liking, I think. Next up, we have Dockyard, and yeah, it's a Dockyard, what more can I say? It's a 64 rush, it's a diagonal rush, probably, in hindsight. I mean, I linear rushed in this game, but like, it seems more like diagonal. And it's also fast iron. It's quite big, but it could lead to like fast games because of the ring that goes all the way around the middle, kind of like Onion Ring actually in Skywars. There's also tunnels in the ring for faster movement, which are quite nice, and overall it's quite a nice map, and like a different style to all the others. Moving on to Lucky Rush, which I think is kind of a weird name, but I suppose it does make sense because they can't really call it Gamble or anything because of the number of kids that play the game. But anyway, it's a 64 rush, it's a linear rush, and it's fast iron, of course. I mean, why wouldn't it be? The games on this map can be very fast because of the easy access through mid. There's also quite a few gaps at mid, and like, yeah, I don't like small gaps, but there are lots of small gaps. But the M-gens are all really close. You can like get a round of emeralds in like 15 seconds. It kind of feels like Orchestra, because like the rush is kind of similar to Orchestra, or at least how I played it. It was, I mean, that's probably not how you meant to play it, but it's how I did. But it's all round a decent map, I think. Oh, also, look at this really sick clutch I just pulled off. Next up we have Mirage, and I think the name would have worked better if it was like less focused on buildings and more focused on a barren landscape, because that's kind of what the name Mirage reminds me of. But in the map description they did say, I don't like sand, it's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere, so like I suppose they get points for that. Anyway, it's a 64 rush, a linear rush, and it's fast iron. It's like a really huge map, and games will be long. And the diamonds are really close to mid, and it feels like Babylon overall, I think. And it kind of seems unfinished with the massive blank walls. I really can't see myself playing this map. It's huge, and also doesn't look the best, I'll be honest. Oh god, Pavilion. I mean, first of all, I guess it's kind of like a different kind of style. It's like a kind of British kind of style, which I don't think there are any maps like that on Hypixel. But like that doesn't change the fact that it sucks. Anyway, it's a 64 rush, it's a diagonal rush, and you guessed it, it's fast iron. It's another really huge map, and there's potential for some really, really drawn out games. Mid is massive and messy, and there's loads of random little holes, and I fell in them quite a lot of times. It's really hard to keep track of people as well because of like all the bushes and ups and downs and stuff, and it's the first map where I really thought I didn't like it, and also the diamonds can all be accessed from mid, like all 4 gens, and like I can just see someone getting like Prot 3 like 2 seconds into the game. Polygon, the name seems kind of random, but at least it isn't Cascade, I suppose. Anyway, it's a 32 rush, it's a linear rush, and it's fast iron, of course, because, yeah, the Hypixel build team just love their fast iron maps for some reason. Anyway, it's a very fast map because there's a really, really short mid rush, and the base, it's got two entrances. I don't know why they did this, but it's just like when I got in that gen, it was just like, what the hell is this? Oh, and Dockyard is represented by blue blocks. But I mean, even though like that all sounds negative, it's actually quite an alright map because like it's quite a good size. It feels like quite a lot like Cascade actually, I think. Scorched Sands, which is apparently really hard to say. I think, like with Mirage, the name kind of makes it sound a lot more barren than it actually is, but oh well. It's a 64 rush, it's a diagonal rush, and oh, it's fast iron, whoa. It's pretty big, but like not too massive. I think the games will be standard length really. And you rush via the diamonds, which I do quite like maps like that actually. But the diamond gens are like kind of castle style. They're like 3 blocks across, and it's just it's kind of weird. Oh, and also that's a 4-block door on a 3-block center, and it's just like it's like why? But I mean otherwise it's a half decent map I think. Finally, we have Serenity, which actually really accurately describes this map. I felt so incredibly calm while playing on this map, even though some guy told me to suck my mum, but like, anyway, I suppose the name is kind of true basically, it's the point I'm trying to make. So it's a 64 rush, it's a diagonal rush, and it's fast iron. It has potential to be like either very quick or very slow. It's yet another map where the diamonds are connected to mid, of course, and it kind of feels like hollow overall, I think. It's actually really nice, I have to say. Right, well, thank you ever so much for watching. If you did, for some reason, find this guide useful, then please leave a like or subscribe if you loved it even more than that. If there's anything you think I left out, or if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below in the description, not in the description, in the comments section. Can't leave a comment in the description. But yeah, I think that's about everything. Look out for the second part of this guide. I mean, subscribe if you're really that desperate. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, and happy Star Wars Day, by the way.